this topic is another rant, and the topic is rude high school people, pretty much. And it can be anyone. It doesn't just have to be high schoolers, but my point is specifically high schoolers. Okay, I'm going to give you an example. I was walking into school. I was a little bit early, and there was like a bunch of people walking in, and there was this really heavy door. I have a purse on my arm, a lunchbox in my hand, a 3-inch freaking binder full, 2 textbooks, sit down, 2 textbooks in my arms, a regular book, because I needed to take it to my locker because I had homework for these classes. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, there's someone there that can hold the door for me. I walk over to the door and they freaking let the door slam straight in my face. Like, I'm looking at them like, no, you didn't. I'm like stunned and shocked. So here I am trying to juggle all this stuff in this arm, pull the door in this arm, dropping everything. And, you know, there's all these people walking behind me taking the other door, and I'm like, thanks for helping. Thank you for helping. I help people out when they need it. And then there's people who are like sitting at lunch or whatever, screaming and throwing freaking food. Like little stupid freshmen are doing it most of the time. And I know it's like we're all freshmen at one point, but literally it seems that it's only the freshmen that are doing it. They're like throwing food and like, okay, I turn around one day, and then this is just another example, and there's a whole slice of pizza smeared to the back of the floor, and I'm like, what happened? Then I look over and there's these little kids like laughing, and they're like, oh, I smeared the pizza on the back of the floor. And I'm like, really? Grow up. And then they're like throwing milks and stuff, like, you're cool. Stop it. Stop acting like a little kid. It's just so irritating. Then there's people who are like, there's always going to be that person at high school who's like, oh, I'm better than you, I'm more popular than you, and I'm like, shut up. Just shut up. 9th grade year, there was this girl, I swear, she was so annoying. No matter what you said, she didn't like me and my friends pretty much. No matter what we said, she didn't like us. But we were all freshmen at the time, so she comes over and she like sits at our table right across from us because there was no one sitting there at the time. And she started complaining, like weeks later she started complaining like she didn't like us or whatever, and I was like, look, no one's making you sit here. And it just kept going on for weeks. Like she was just so pompous about herself that she was better than everyone else. And finally I just flipped out on her. I was like, look, keep talking about us, I'm gonna freaking beat you up. And I left it at the end of that. She kept it going. She was like, you're gonna punch me, you're gonna punch me, how can you hit me, that's so rude, whatever. Ever since that day, she's not around her friends anymore. She's like petrified to even say a word to me. She's just ridiculous. She's just ridiculous. Anyways, this is not about her. It's just like in general, rude high schoolers or whatever. Then there's those people that are like, they see you in the hall, that you're dropping everything, and there's like 50 people walking by, and all of them walk by and like walk right around you. Ticks me off. Happened to me in 9th grade year. Had my binder in one arm, turned around the corner, knocked it into the corner or whatever. Binder fell. The rings came open in the binder. All my papers were everywhere. My friend walks over to me and asks me if I got a nail filer. She's like, I guess this is a bad time to ask you if you have a nail filer. And I'm looking at her like, really? Really? I mean, I understand she's my friend and she was just joking. But then there's like 500 people like walking by and they're laughing. And I'm like, thanks for helping, D-bags. You know, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Then there's always that one kid in your class, oh my gosh, that gets everybody in trouble, and you're like, shut up. They just can't stop talking. They can't stop being annoying. Just like they do everything in their humanly possible to just get you guys in trouble, make you have to stay after class, or, you know, that makes you have to do extra work, whatever. Ugh. Every time. There's always that one kid in every class. And you can't say you don't have one, because I know you do. Happens in elementary school, happens in middle school, happens in high school, and I bet you it probably happens in college. It's ridiculous. Well, that's all for now. Bye.